it two birds with one stone. I've already told you, this is actually real. We've seen this. We've actually structured things like this. You can go walk down the street, especially in this area that I was telling you about, and you see that there's 3 cars in front of one another parked. This tenant is massive. This tenant is too big for their britches right now where they are. So what do they need?
More space.
They need new bridges, right? They need a new building. They're exploding out of it right now, right? So what do? We approach them and say, man, it looks like you guys are really struggling right now. Well, I'm a commercial real estate investor, and I really think I have a property that would suit you best. But here's the deal. I can put you in as my tenant and make $1 million off of you, or I can put you as my partner. And this will give you an opportunity to have equity in the deal. Yes, you'll have to pay rent, obviously, because you're going to be taking some of the space. But now, the more you pay, the more you're building equity for yourself long term. And on top of that, we can also use the income from the other tenants to offset, which will pay you. You're interested? What do you think most of them say? Sounds pretty cool. Let's talk more. Now, some of them don't want to do that. Specifically, institutional organizations. Liabilities. They feel that if we got too much equity, we're more liable for lawsuits. Or if we need to move somewhere, now we're stuck. And they're not into the real estate business. So you'll have other companies that will do this, but there's other companies who would say, are you kidding me? I've been dying to buy a building. I just can't qualify for it. My partner, Raul, 40-something plus employees. You could have easily gone to him when he was leasing on the property. And you know that because this place was filling up quick and they had a small space. To the point where he said, I got to buy a building, man. I got to buy an office building. I got to buy something for my staff. I mean, we're just overpacked. And a simple guy would have walked down there, saw that property, saw that they were having issues with some serious parking problems, went in there, talked to Raul, and Raul was a cool guy. He just walked in, how you doing, man? Nice to meet you. Man, you have a great staff here. I can see it. They're all moving. They're making stuff happen. The only problem I see is you need a little more space. Yeah. Have you considered buying? Yeah, I've considered it, but then I got to get finance and all this stuff. You know, I'm a real estate investor. You know what we do? We buy properties, we rent them out, and you need the space anyway. So what if I can put together a deal where both of us are partners? And we buy this property, we offset the income that's coming here. You're still going to pay rent, but now you're paying for ownership. So later on, if we decide to sell it because you get even bigger than this, you have equity in this deal. And now you're not just throwing those lease payments away. He would have been like, yep, I'm down. In fact, he did that. He bought the building. It's worth 3 times the value of where it is now. Is he happy? Guess what? He's outgrowing his building again. Don't call him. I'll bust you up. That's mine. I call him. All right? All right. And by the way, these guys will help you qualify. You've already heard Christy saying that some of her family members are in the financing industry. And they have programs just for this. If they have 51% ownership of the building, they will finance you all day long. So guess who's your credit? Hey, credit partner, come on in, right? Can you finance a deal like this? Go like this. Yes, you can. Is it awesome? Yes, absolutely.